What's up? What's up, everybody? I have like no face on. I don't give a shit. Got a lot of updates. Got a Bruce update. Hello. Welcome in to Say What by John Say What. I don't know. We're still working on a working title. I don't know. Anyways, Brucey. Hey, teardrops. I know. That neck bussy. She's bussin'. You know what I mean? Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to talk about that. So just like as a start, hello, Jenna Say What here. If you are not following me on my other social media platforms, jennasaywhat.com/links. I do everything myself other than mods here like Teardrops, who is fucking slaying. Hi, Nugget. So everything is done by me. If you would like to help support me, I have a Patreon. I have a link. I also have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal if you want to donate to the cause. If not, totally fine. We are trying to raise some funds for Nugget. This is going away officially Thursday. So Bruce's tail, which looks to be fucking bleeding right now, son of a bitch. I think it's bleeding. Hold on. Bruce, do you want to jump up there? No? Oh, no. Alright. Sorry. Yeah, his tail's bleeding. It's bleeding. He just got back from the vet. We just did an x-ray. For context, let me find the actual terminology for it because I keep missaying it and it's not correct. So Bruce was diagnosed with a histiocytic carcinoma on his tail. So Bruce, luckily, you want to come up here? Yeah, he's bleeding. That is a type of cancer. It is in his tail, primarily. However, the only way to deal with it is by amputating his tail, and we're gonna go on the floor, guys. Which means that is going away, but also... Okay, we got it. We got it. They might have messed with his tail whenever we went to the vet, because we literally just got back. So anyways, Thursday will be the amputation, because that is the best way to get all of the cancer cells completely out of his tail, which is what we want, because we want a good outcome. He threw up a little bit today, so I took him to the vet, worried that was going to be a problem. They did the x-ray, like, of his chest, because I guess this specific type of cancer, if it's going to migrate, it's going to migrate to his lungs. His lungs sounded fine. The x-ray came back normal. They are going to send it off to an x-ray tech to take a look, see what that's going to show, if anything, hopefully nothing. Blood work will come back on Thursday, right before his surgery. Yep, you're still bleeding. But it's a pretty nasty bump that is broken open. It is definitely cancer. But we're hoping that it's just a localized cancer, and they really believe that it is a localized cancer. It's going to take him the entire month of October to heal from this surgery, which means this is another reason why I was crying all day. I have to cancel every single one of my events, which really sucks. I'm honestly heartbroken for multitude of reasons. So there is the event that was coming up this weekend, which is at Vala Farm. and I'm going to post about them. It's in Leesburg, Virginia. There is a carnival that's going on. I was going to be haunt acting at that carnival. Next weekend, I was going to be at Terror Manor. And I have to cancel that. And I really let everybody know. Everybody is aware, so that's why I'm announcing it now. And then Villains Con at the end of the month. I have to cancel that. But in the grand scheme of things, Bruce may not have cancer at the end of this. And we're wanting him to stay around as long as possible. So, everything at this point is canceled, but I highly recommend going to those events. They're going to be fun. Have some fun for me, because I need that. Send me photos. Send me photos. If you go to it, please send me photos. DM me on Instagram. Send me the photos and tell me how cool it is and whatnot. But yeah, so that's the really, really big announcement is that October for me is completely cleared. My first October in I can't tell you how long. So yeah, it's really shitty, but that means that he gets a surgery soon. They were wanting to do it on the 29th, but whenever I took him in today, they were like, no, this needs to go sooner rather than later, to keep from having the cancer spread. So hopefully that takes care of it. I will keep everybody posted. So yeah, this has been a rough time. I know that I'll be able to go back to, all of these events and be able to be a part of them again, but it really sucks that this is happening to Bruce. And I'm not even really worried about like the events. I'm worried about him and his life because he's only 4. He's like, and the vet that was talking to me today, he was like, I told him, like, every single one of my cats have passed before the age of 10. I think Tweak hit 10, and then he passed at 10. And that vet was like, yeah, you just had really, really bad luck with cats. He's like, like, losing Scribble at, I think, 5 years old. Losing Tweak, I think at 10, I know he wasn't old. But yeah, baby first. Hi. You coming up to say hello? My poor little baby. Oh, you won't be able to see that tail flick in the things anymore. Oh. Hey, Leia. So just as a quick rundown, I don't know how much you heard or anything, but Bruce's tail amputation is Thursday. So that's going to happen. Yeah. Anyways, they did a chest x-ray today. It came back clear. They did a tail x-ray. They saw that it's pretty much localized, which is good. But amputation is going to be the only thing that will help him. So he's going to have to get his tail amputated. You won't see that fluff ball anymore. But yeah, needless to say, Thursday probably won't be on. Because Bruce with this surgery, he's gonna have, this may actually make me cry, fuck. On Thursday, well, actually with tail surgery, it is quite hard for him to have mobility like he had, until he gets used to kind of redoing his thing. Hey, Alex. I'm trucking through. But yeah, he's gonna be looking a little different after Thursday, but so on Thursday, possibly Friday, I might be off. I think I'll probably be back on Friday because I think at that point he might be like just conked out pretty hard. But Thursday I'll have to pick him up and he's going to be a wobbly boy, and he's going to be very confused and very weird because his tail's going to be gone. So just absolutely devastated for my baby. I know I love you too. Oh, I love you. I love you. He's such a good boy. He is literally the best boy. So this is so sad that this is happening to him. But yeah, so that's the big update on this month, and the fact that yeah, fuck cancer. Fuck cancer for real. And also fuck ICE. You know why? Because those motherfuckers spraying those fucking bombs everywhere are going to give kids cancer, because there's schools that had to be fucking evacuated because of the amount of, like, fumes and shit. So fuck ICE for doing that shit too. So, because they're going to give kids cancer.
Oh my God, where did you come from?
Thank you so much for the follow, Alex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For the sub, my bad. But anyways, it's really shitty, and I'm just really mad that this is something that's happening to my little baby. Coming from, like, I'm a turtle mom too, so it really sucks coming from a turtle mom that it's like, this little guy troops along, no big deal, doesn't, like, totally fine, like, never has any health issues, knock on wood. But Cleo, my turtle, is just like, he's been trucking along for like 20 something years, no big deal, like, he's powering through life, and has seen some shit, by the way, as well. But it's interesting coming from a turtle mom, where it's like, I have a question in my head as to, like, am I going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with him when I die? Like, he might outlive me. So coming from that to, like, two cats that have had cancer now, and one that died at age 5, like, I'm fucking devastated over cancer. So mad about it. So upset. It just really sucks. It really, really fucking sucks. So yeah, those are all the updates on Bruce. I'll post a little bit on Thursday about his, like, how his surgery went, how he's doing. I'm gonna try to be as, like, thorough as possible at, like, telling people, because I've noticed that there's, like, no one out there that talks about their cat having their tail amputated. Like, I don't see anything that's easily accessible online where someone's giving their real take about it. And I think that I need to pick up that fucking slack, because I have a YouTube, so might as well at least give someone else some sort of solace, because when I was looking for shit, it really bothered me that there wasn't enough information. And then I ran across, like, some person talking on Reddit about how their cat got this exact specific cancer that Bruce did, because this cat gets separation anxiety, and Bruce gets separation anxiety from me. So I want you to know, for a good long while until the vet opened in the morning, I was fucking hysterical. I fell asleep crying because I saw that, and I was like, is this me? And I was like, my medical side of my brain was like, bitch, you know that that's not true. That's not how cancer works, you dummy. That's not how cancer works. But seeing it made me stress the fuck out. Like, absolutely stress the fuck out. Glad that we're now, like, I guess I'm gonna pick up that fucking mantle. I didn't want to. I didn't know I was gonna pick up this mantle, but I guess I'm gonna be the person that talks about that on their YouTube, so someone else doesn't run across that level of bullshit on the internet and has the freak out that I did. So whatever, it is what it is. So I'm probably gonna start doing some, like, videos I'm going to be doing some photos of us before the tail. I'm weird. I'm asking them to shave his tail and give me the fur because I'm a fucking weirdo. That's fine. Whatever. I'll deal with it if you want to call me weird. And they were telling me, they were like, this isn't even the weirdest thing we've been asked. And I was like, oh, I know. I worked in the medical field, in the lab specifically. And they were like, oh. I was like, in a human lab too. And they were like, oh. I'm like, yeah. In the lab, fun fact, most labs have jars in there. And those are jars that we have put items in after they've already ran through pathology, because those are things that we have pulled from people's asses. There is one I know in, I believe in Carbondale, Illinois, in their hospital. If they still have it, they may not have it anymore. I like, you know, but they had to special order a jar because someone, you know, those pepper mills at restaurants. Yep. Right up the pooper. And so they had to put that into a jar. So it was crazy. They can make keychains and put his fur in. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about making like either a necklace or making like something out of it, because like I'm a weird person and I've like saved a lot of his like fur that I brushed off of him, because I was like, one day I will not have him, because I have a lock of Scribbles fur. I have a lock of Tweaks fur. And my brain was like, I really wish that I could have more of their fur. So I could have made like, I don't know, like a little... Oh no. We're okay. I promised myself I wouldn't cry on stream. I promised myself I wouldn't cry on stream. Let's talk about more things that would go up buttholes. No, I'm just teasing. Actually, you're right. You're right. I've been so fucked up from all this. Woo! But you know what else has got me fucked up? I really need to figure out. I really need to do this before I get on stream. There we go. You know, it's got me fucked up. Fucking the neck bussy. Look at that. Look at that shit. Look at it. Look at that. This thing is monstrous. That's got that like Turcussy. Oh my god! But for real, like, and he was like, what was it? I wrote down all this stuff. I was like, let's see. After being put on the cover of Time, here we go. Trump is not happy with the picture that they chose, which I think it perfectly exudes this motherfucker. Honestly, look at it. I'm horrible. Okay, anyways, so he took to Truth Social and wrote, Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair. Bitch, it's gone anyways, okay? Your hair's gone. Like, that's not disappeared your hair. That is called the light is shining through the slight amount of hair that you have going over. And trust me, bitch, I understand that. Because I think at this point, this little piece, I think that's balding. So, I can talk shit now, bitch. Ball talk. I wouldn't change a thing. Catches the essence of how big of a pussy he is. Facts. But anyways, that's called balding, bitch. That's called balding. Shave your fucking head. If you're to this point, shave your fucking head. Just do it. Shave your fucking head. Or get wigs now. Wig is fashion. Great for male wigs. Promise you. Hand to God. I've gotten wigs from them. I wanted to really like the blonde, short Nick Carter style wig on me. I think it was the outfit. I might darken the roots a little bit to make it a little bit more realistic, and I think that will fix the problem. But other than that wig, and I'm sure it would look fine on him, little Nick Carter wig, plop that little babe up there. So anyways, disappeared his hair, and then something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown. Okay. I want you to understand. It took me the longest fucking time to figure out what the fuck he meant. I was sitting here like, this? Are you talking about this? Is this the crown you're talking about? No. This. The fucking M. The fucking M. He's talking about the M, thinking that it's a crown. Jesus fucking Christ. But it looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. Is he talking about this, or is he talking about this? That's my question, because that looks like a crown or horns. I mean, that might have been what they were doing right there, but like, is he talking about this little halo of puffball hair? Like, Jesus Christ. Let's see. Is even a small one. Really weird. I never like taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why? Bitch, that's what you look like. Bitch, that's what you look like. I think that they did it on purpose. I think that this probably was done on purpose. I think everything here was done on purpose. But I think that he thinks the M is the crown. Right? Because that, I would say that's more of a halo shape, because that's lifting off. Dude, just fucking, just shave it. Just fucking shave it, dude. I think that it was a subtle jab. I think that it was meant to rile this motherfucker up. But yeah, his triumph, my ass. The leader Israel needed. Yeah, okay. How Gaza heals? You mean the ceasefire that they broke 9 minutes in? Israel broke it 9 minutes in. 1,968 Palestinians were released. That was included 250 Palestinian prisoners, as well as 1,800 Palestinians that were detainees arrested after the Hamas attack. But they found out that they weren't even involved in October 7th or anything like that. Looks like the wind is about to gently blow the last bit of hair off his head. Facts. But now Trump is begging for Netanyahu to get a fucking pardon, and I'm sitting here like, you broke the ceasefire already. That wasn't like a long period of time, bro. That's crazy. What's the point? What was the point? What was the point in that? Now, like, I think that they shot 9 Palestinians 9 minutes after the ceasefire. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And I get, I don't know exactly where it was or, like, what the fuck happened, but you know that there's a ceasefire happening. You know that they're getting ready to do a ceasefire. Why the fuck would you do this? And then the whole Trump Gaza thing, and him now being like the person that's going to be in charge of Gaza. That's suspicious. That's suspicious. I don't like it. I don't like a fucking thing about it. Because that leads me to believe that this was 100% all about, and I mean, feel like all of us kind of assume this, but like, it's worrisome that they're exterminating human beings to get coastal land, and there have been plans in place and things wrote down and being like, here's where we're going to build things out, and Trump has towers there in Gaza in this future plan. That honestly makes me go, I don't, like, all of this looks like it's leading up to this exact moment where Trump is going to run a Middle Eastern country. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, Jesus. What a fucking nightmare. And then I don't know if anybody saw fucking Laura Loomer. Laura Loomer is she's walking away from the Republican Party right now. Which I'm not surprised by, but like at the same time I'm kind of surprised. But she announced that she's no longer supporting the Republican Party after the Trump administration agreed to establish a Qatari Air Force facility on U.S. soil in Iowa. Weird. Fucking weird. I don't trust that bitch as far as I can throw her, though. Because she's going to be one of those people that's 100% going to turn on us. We were talking about the purple wave yesterday, and I found the video that I was trying to reference and horribly fucked it up. So I'll have to do this thing in a hot second. Sorry. Yeah. He's going to need somewhere to run because You're fucking right. Oh my God. Teardrops. He's going to need somewhere to run because once people finally stop drinking the Kool-Aid and realize he fucked them over, he's cooked. You're right. I don't even think it's going to be necessarily for him. I think it's going to be for his family. Because I think that his family is going to get heat too. I mean, what, Jared Kushner is married to his daughter. Like all these people are, married off. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Release those files, baby. We can't do shit. We can't even, every bit of the Epstein file shit is all on hiatus because of fucking Mike Johnson. Because of Mike Johnson. And keeping everybody from being able to vote on getting everyone there so they can have 218 signatures so they can put the Epstein file release to a vote where everyone's names will say yes or no. And then they will have to post it. It's not just his family hiding facts. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fucking people. So are we saying that the Trump Gaza situation is going to be the next Epstein Island? Because that's what I'm looking at. That's what I think. That seems way possible. Is that Netanyahu and Trump are going to make sure that those areas are pedo havens, whatever. So they can not get in trouble for touching children. Disgusting. All right, I'm going to restart this really fast. We're going to get a little, we're going to see her for a hot second, but I'm just going to do this. Then
Revolution. I have some more thoughts on it. So it came out that the architect of the Purple Revolution is a 3%er. He was wearing a 3%er shirt. For those who don't know what are 3%ers, they're a white supremacist hate group. And the person that wanted to unite the left and right was wearing a white supremacist shirt while he was trying to call for unity. Now, I am a big Star Trek fan. One of my favorite series is Voyager. There was an episode on Star Trek Voyager that really embodies what this Purple Revolution was for me. Now, Captain Janeway was trying to get her crew home from the Delta Quadrant to the Alpha Quadrant, but they had to go through an alien racist space called the Borg. The Borg alien race is a perfect example of colonization. What they would do would enter other alien space, kidnap and assimilate people, and take over their planets. Whether you wanted to join the Borg or not, you had no choice. They came, they assimilated, they took, and they continued on. So for the crew of Voyager to get home, they would have to go through Borg space, which would have been very dangerous for them. But they have found a passageway where they thought that they can go around the Borg and not have to deal with them at all and continue their way home. When they got to that passageway, they found another alien race called Species 8472. Species 8472 was worse than the Borg. And the Borg and species A472 were at war. Now, mind you, the Borg is a very powerful race, but species A472 was more powerful and more dangerous, not only to the Borg, but to every other species in the universe. So Captain Janeway came up with an idea. She wanted to build an alliance with the Borg, since the Borg was losing the war with species 8472. So she went to a Borg cube and she talked to them and said, hey, we know how to destroy species 8472, but we want safe passage through your space. We will give you the technology to destroy your enemy, but give us safe passage through your space. No assimilation.
And so she shows you.
Open a channel.
We are
Like-
the Borg. You will be assimilated.
Exactly.
Resistance is futile.
She's exactly
Locked onto
right.
us with a tractor beam.
Borg vessel. This is Captain Janeway of the Starship Voyager. I have tactical information
I
about
love
species
her.
8472. I want to negotiate.
Negotiation is irrelevant. You will be assimilated.
The Borg scared the shit out of me, by the way.
Borg vessel. What you're receiving is a sample of the knowledge we possess. If you don't disengage your tractor beam immediately, I will have that data destroyed. You have 10 seconds to comply. We know you're in danger of being defeated. You can't afford to risk losing this information. Disengage your tractor.
Janeway. Oh!
Stage your demands.
That's why I love her.
I want safe passage through your space. Once my ship is beyond Borg territory, I'll give you our research.
Unacceptable. Our space is vast. Your passage would require too much time.
So
We need
basically,
the technology now.
If I give it to
It's
you
like,
now, you'll
this is
assimilate
the
us.
Purple Revolution. right
Species
there.
8472 must be stopped. Our survival is your survival. Give us the
I
technology.
know it's a little long, I apologize, but this is what I was getting at
No.
yesterday, and it couldn't, and I
Safe
think I
passage first,
utilized the same amount of
or no
time.
deal.
Again, the Borg was losing, so the Borg said, yeah. So the Borg sent a representative, her name was 7 of 9, to Voyager to create this weapon to destroy species 8472.
7.
Watch this video and I'll be right back. You're going to see what happened when the Borg and Captain Janeway went to war together.
Maneuvers.
Aye, Captain. They're in pursuit.
Prepare
I
to fire
fucking
the
love
high-yield
this
warhead.
part.
Half
I'm
torpedo
not even
bay.
kidding. Okay. Gotta get ready
Ready, Captain.
for
Do it.
7. For what? For 2 Or
13 bioships have been destroyed. The others are in retreat.
I've regained full contact with the collective.
What are they saying?
All remaining bioships in the Delta Quadrant are returning to their realm. The Borg have prevailed.
With a little help from us. Now it's time you fulfilled your end of the agreement. Tell the
And?
collective we expect safe passage from here on out. We'll give you a shuttlecraft. You can head for the nearest Borg ship.
Unacceptable. This alliance is terminated. Your ship and its crew will adapt to service us.
that's what she's saying.
Resistance is futile.
Right there. Oh, right
She's
there.
tapping into helm control. She tried to access our coordinates.
Shut her out.
I can't.
Bridge
Poor
to
Harry
Kote.
Kim. They try to kill him out at every fucking passage. Poor guy. Poor guy.
7 of 9. Stop what you're doing. You're a human individual. Our minds are linked. We are one. I can hear your thoughts.
His link is stable, but it won't be for long. You must hurry.
Just a few more seconds.
Get it, Polana. Get
I
it.
see your memories.
Irrelevant. Your appeal to my humanity is pointless.
Some will wake up. Some people in this Purple Revolution will wake up. But she also goes into that too. Well, let me see if I can. I got nothing. I can't skip it. And she's severed from the collective. Boom.
Her connection to the collective is severed.
Get her to sickbay.
See, the Borg got what they wanted from Captain Janeway and her crew, and the minute they got it, they betrayed them. In one of the scenes, 7 of 9 said, it is in their nature, Borg, nature, to betray. That's exactly how I felt when I saw that man's video. The minute they would have reached their goal, they would betray everyone on the left and continue the hateful nonsense that the 3%ers do. When it's in their nature to betray, you do not trust them. Now, after 7 of 9 was disconnected from the Borg, it took her years to regain her humanity. Captain Janeway didn't just let her lead the minute she was disconnected. That goes for those who left the cult of Trump. They're going to have to work and deconstruct a lot before they can even be considered leaders. Just because the orange buffoon policies are now affecting them and they regret their vote doesn't mean they can lead us into any revolution, especially when it's in their nature to betray. The ones that don't betray are the ones that sit there and do the work, deconstruct, listen to black and brown voices, listen to the LGBTQIA plus communities, take the time, do the work, and that takes years. Great that they're waking up, but they don't get to lead us into anything. Again, like I say in my videos, they get to sit way in the back at the kids' table. They don't get to break bread with us. And we are definitely not going to stand behind them. They have to do the work. Point blank and period. I thought that episode on Voyager was a great example of why a lot of black people were like, no, because it is in their nature to be hateful and evil and cruel. You have to unlearn those behaviors. And they haven't unlearned any of that. What they were looking for is frontline expendable soldiers to go out there and do the work, and then once it's done, they were going to throw all of us straight under the bus. Well, that's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the...
So I 100% agree with her on that. And that's what I was trying to say yesterday, but 100%, like, Goddess Mia is so incredibly insightful. She has helped me deconstruct a lot of my racism that I've had and carried with me and didn't realize that I was, because white people, we were brought up in that. That's just the way it is. You unlearn the things and you go through it. So she's helped me significantly. Highly recommend following her, but that was basically what I was saying yesterday about the Purple Revolution, and was not saying it nearly as eloquently as she was doing. But that's exactly how I feel about Laura Loomer being like, I'm done with the Republican Party. I'm like, do the work, bitch. Do the work, because I'm not, and none of my friends are, and none of the black and brown people that are around, or the LGBT, are going to stand in front of you, bitch. If you want to do it, then you need to get to the front lines and show that you're learning and you're trying to do better. So Laura Loomer can still go fuck off. But hey, good job for waking up slightly. So continue to do that, especially you being a fucking trans woman. Do you think that they really want you? No. They're turning on a dime on you now because you spoke out. Anytime that someone is a minority in these groups, anytime that they're in these minorities and they speak out against white supremacy or white people or anything that white people are doing, they'll sever you from that collective. They'll be like, no, bye, you're doing the wrong thing. We only like you when you sit down and shut the fuck up. Disgusting. And we would love to have people educated out in here, because, I mean, education helps you understand racism and understand the history of America and understand that, you know, this country was colonized. People were murdered. People were slaughtered in this country by hands. And now our education system again is being under fire, with the Department of Education being gutted further by the Trump administration, headed by Linda McMahon, Vince McMahon's wife, wrestling, goddamn fake wrestling, by the way, real wrestler, wrestled in high school, bullshit. Anyways, I digress, but they're specifically gutting the special education section of our education department. So now anybody that gets like IEP or needs special assistance, things like that, gone, done, bye. Crazy. That to me is so insane. And as someone, like, in high school, I never, like, in school, just in general, there wasn't really any special assistance. The only special assistance that they allowed is if you had Down syndrome or if you were disabled physically. Those were the only times that I ever saw us have special education classes or even special help. It wasn't until I was a senior in high school that my math teacher decided to do a little like what do you call it? A little not example. A theory. He wanted to test this theory out because he was like, I think that you can do high-end math, but you can't do basic math. I think you have a learning disability. And I was like, oh, what? So the next day, he came into class and he's like, I'm going to teach you guys. And by the way, we're in basic math that I had failed already twice. And he came in and was like, we're going to do calculus and trig. Just for fun. We're not going to really be graded on it. And he had already talked to me about it. And he's like, if you can pass this, he's like, if you understand this, he's like, I've proven my theory right, that you have a learning disability. And I'm going to just pass you. And I was like, holy shit. And he's like, because if that happened, that means all of us, including my brother, who, by the way, he had a twin brother that taught math earlier, like to me in grade school, and he didn't pick it up. So he felt responsible for that. Because he's like, even my brother didn't catch this, but I did, and that's not fair. We did calculus and trigonometry. Understood it. Even the hardest of hard things that were in calculus and trig, I understood it. And he was like, he's like, I knew it. And I remember that day, he had me stay after class, and he looked defeated. He was like, we've failed you. We failed you. And I was like, damn, like, this sucks. And my English teacher had caught on that I needed not basic English, I needed higher up English. So she put me into the accelerated English class despite me getting like a C in it. She was like, no, she's going to do better in accelerated English. That English teacher was a professor at one point in New Jersey, and she moved down to Illinois. And she was like, yeah, she's like, you can write very well. And I'm like, oh, thank you. She's like, you need to, like, obviously even now, I need, like, little things that need to be fixed. But she was like, you're really good at writing. And I was like, thank you. This is awesome. And she was surprised that, you know, whenever I got placed into the class, because she was like, I don't think she's going to do well. But if you say so, then I guess I'm going to go with it. And so that teacher took me in. And she was like, wow, you're doing phenomenally. And what really sucks is my wrestling coach was my science teacher. And I wasn't doing that great in science. And he didn't pick up that there might be something that he's missing either. So, like, my science teacher, my fucking coach, couldn't even figure it out. But I think that he was passing me anyways, because he wanted me on the team. So I think that was a thing. But, like, in the reality, in the grand scheme of things, 2 teachers fought for me to have a better education because we didn't have special education. There was nothing that would have helped me. So these children that are getting their special education treatment taken from them, that they rightfully deserve and need to be able to comprehend and absorb the information that is being placed in front of them, they are going to be like me and be left behind. And I don't know if they will have a teacher that will see that there might be something there and that they might need to learn differently. These kids are going to fail in more than just high school. I didn't get to college because I didn't make good grades in school. These kids aren't either. And that's what's fucking heartbreaking and why it hits me as hard as it does for things like this. Because when I went to school, we didn't have special education. And it was very, very pick and choose. I would have never been in those classes. They never even asked me to be in one of those classes. And by the time that teachers started to realize that there was something wrong, I was already basically 1 foot out the door. These kids are going to be depressed because it depressed the shit out of me. My stepdad used that as a way to beat me, as a way to abuse me. If I didn't make straight A's, literally, if I did not make straight A's, which I never did, by the way, I was grounded, I was beaten, and I was mentally abused. Some of these parents won't get the fact that their kids aren't, you know, there are a lot of parents out there that understand that their kid needs to be in a special education class. But the parents that don't understand that, and there is no special education now, so they're just in with the general population, and now they're not catching things, and now their grades are failing. And if that parent's abusive, the cycle that I went through, another child has to fucking go through, which I am pissed off about. It pisses me off. So here we are having a dumb shit, rattled brained, fake wrestling bitch at the head of our fucking education department. Guys, it really fucking heats me up. That heats me up so bad. That heats me up so bad. These kids deserve so much more. They don't need to be going to school to fear for their lives. They don't need to be going to school and having fucking PragerU taught. We don't need to have teachers out there telling people, like, why should we allow women's rights? I saw a video on that recently, and it fucking fumed me. I was like, if I was one of those girls, like, I'm telling you right now, in high school, back in my time, if I would have seen that guy, if my teacher would have said that shit and been like, women, I don't believe that my wife should have any education. I don't believe women should have education. He's saying this in the classroom, and this black child is recording it. And I bet you bottom fucking dollar that child was looking at this teacher going, if you don't think that she deserves the right to vote or the right to education or the right to survive because you want to control her, and he was even saying that shit, I guarantee you that black child was terrified because he knows that he's thinking the same thing about him. Because it's not too hard to go from extreme sexism to racism. Because you're already thinking that someone's beneath you. You already believe that there is a entire population that is beneath you. That child did the right thing. He did the right thing. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So, they don't learn about transgender, you fucking idiot. They don't learn about furries, you fucking idiot. God damn, this person right here. Gay. They're gay. I want you to know that. This person is a closeted furry and a closeted trans person. Definitely. Without thought. That one right there. Found him. Found him. Because if you're so worried about that shit, that means you're obsessing over it. That means it's in your head. That means you're closeted. Come out. Come out. Where's my fur ears? Where's my cat ears? Hold on. Hold on, let me talk to you in your language. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'll talk to you in your language. You too are a furry. See? You and I, exactly the same. Keep talking. Keep talking. Oh, hello, Noodle. Hello. Ooh, the gays and the furries are coming to take the children's drag story time. I know, like, so fucking stupid. I'm like, people like that at this point just need to be done. Done. Oh, wait, no, there they are. At this point, now, I said earlier, beneath me, very beneath me. Keep talking. Keep talking, Sister T. You're helping out my my algorithm. So keep chit-chatting on here. Love to see that. Do I have children? I wouldn't fucking tell you. Are you kidding me? I would never want you around my children. Never. We are having... Yeah. It's because they want child brides. So why would I have kids to have them have a child bride? I obviously don't. Who the fuck are you? Do you know me? You don't fucking know me. You randomly stumbled across my platform because you're bored with yourself. I don't have a big following on YouTube. That's my lowest form platform. And you found it, which meant that you had to search me up. And I see you. I see you. That actually gives me a huge fucking ego boost because you had to look for me. And you had to take the time to do that. So I'm flattered. Thank you so much, Pookie, sweetie. Keep chit-chatting on my comments. We're going to start ignoring you at this point, but I would like for you to just continue on commenting so that you can boost me. So my hate channel. Oh, I will grow it because look at the fucking conservative base. They have a decent following, and that's how they're the only ones that get paid. The Democratic people, they don't get fucking paid for shit. But oh, I popped up, then that means you're watching other people, but I'm sure I just popped up on your feed. I'm sure I just popped up on your feed. That's cute. What do you know, Pookie? Oh, Nugget, you're being a cranky pants. What are you doing? Get away from there. Thank you. But yeah, fucking... No, that's fucking hilarious. My hate channel? Dude, I can only wish. I'm too nice for that shit. I keep on trying to say mean shit about people, but then I'm way too nice. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I get... Hold on. Harness the mean in your family. Harness the mean in your family. So, Alex Jones lost the Supreme Court plea to not have him, or his appeal to the Sandy Hook defamation. So he lost that court battle. The Supreme Court rejected his $1.4 billion appeal for his Sandy Hook defamation thing. So funny. You keep saying bye, but you're not leaving. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Obsessed. JennaSayWhat.com/links. Go follow all of them, especially the spicy link, because you know that you need to pay me. So, thank you. I love how they're still in here. Bye, 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 but you're still here. You're still here. You're still here. Still giving me attention. Keep giving me attention, baby. I love it. Anyway, speaking of attention, Alex Jones is a piece of shit. Can't wait for him to have to fucking pay up to all the Sandy Hook people. But then again, this motherfucker is going to be begging for change on the fucking street. I can't wait to spit in his cup. That's all you're getting, bitch. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. Fanboy for real. Give me money. Sister T, give me money. Because you're obviously obsessed. You're obviously obsessed. Cute. Beautiful. Man, I wish I could be more hateful. Who can say where the road... I need to start, like, just zooming in my camera whenever I do that. Oh my god. Hilarious. Look at that. I try to be, like, super mean Alex, and I can't even do that. We need that as a redeem. Facts. So conservative, central, and liberal medias are uniting against Pete Hegseth to refuse to sign his documents stating that they will have to get direct approval from the Pentagon or Pete Hegseth directly to release any news that's been covered at the Pentagon. Only one news outlet signed the forms, which is the OAN network, which is the Trump-aligned media outlet. No shocker there. They're pretty deep in there. And even Fox News has called out Pete Hegseth. They're like, this ex-Fox News anchor, fuck him. Like, what? I'm enjoying watching that side crack and crumble apart. I'm enjoying it. It is absolutely a blessing for me to watch that. We get to watch these motherfuckers regret everything that they have have brought to them their own goddamn selves. Incredible. Let's see, where was my thing at? Bop, 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 bop. Oh yeah, that was one of the things I was going to talk about. So speaking of Republican men, leaked messages expose young Republicans' racist chats. So these people are all running or involved in Republican politics. Everyone that votes no is getting the gas chamber. These are things that people never thought would ever see the light of day because they're pussies and they don't stand 10 toes down. So, like, I mean, just like, I don't even want to read 99% of this shit. I don't even want to read 99% of this shit. Because it is so horrible. Again, just done. Get rid of them. I'm sick of seeing racism in this level. So we see leaders of the young Republican groups throughout the country worried that what would happen if their Telegram chat ever got leaked, but they kept typing away anyways. Bruce, what are you doing? Hi. He's like, attention. Bruce, I canceled my entire October for you. God. Anyways, they're referred to black people. No, I'm not. I can't even fucking read that. Can we all see this? Can we all see this? Because I don't want to read it. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't even feel comfortable reading that aloud. I don't even like this whole little section. I'm not even comfortable reading aloud. This is why we should have taken care of white supremacy back during the civil rights era. Zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. And people come in my channel being like, praise Trump. This is what you're praising. This is what you are as well. So that person that comes in my comment that's like, bah, 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 Trump, they're beneath me. And I know that I just said, like, these people think that they're beneath, but this, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. All right? And there are more of us than Trumpers, than racists, than bigots, than xenophobics, than transphobics, than people that are anti-sex work. All those people, they're the low end of the totem pole. Because seeing them talk about the fucking gas chamber, and I know what Israel is doing right now is horrible, but we're also like, we can't be this. We can't do this shit. Use various racial slurs more than a dozen times in a chat. The vice chair of New York State Young Republicans at the time referred to rape as epic. What was it? The Bobby Walker. Hey, Bobby, do you know that roofies work on everyone? Just saying. Just saying. Take that how you will, Bobby Walker, because you ain't gonna walk at some point. Disgusting. Disgusting. But these are the people that are on that side. These are the people that are running Young Republican National Federation. And people like this. Between 18 and 40 years old, 15,000 members. It makes me really just wish that we could just take care of this problem immediately without hesitation. Because that They're not human. These people that think this are not fucking human. They're not human. Like, look at, and this is exactly the point. Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber, and everyone that endorsed but then votes for us is going to the gas chamber. That's exactly, that quote right there is exactly what I mean by, and what Goddess Mia was saying about the Purple Revolution. That's exactly what she meant. When do we start bullying, dude? Those dudes don't know how to fucking bully. I bet you they had the weakest fucking chins I've ever seen, and would take one fucking punch from my weak hand to be able to take their asses out. Like, weak chinned. Fucking glass chin, bitch. Insane. Just, like, this, by the way, every bit of their chat is on here. I need you to understand that. Look at where my cursor is. Look at how far down we are. It is quite literally every single one of these. It is their entire chat on Politico. So if you're looking for it, and I highly recommend reading through it, because a lot of these messages, I can't even fucking say. I can't even see it. Like, oh God, ew, I didn't see that one. Disgusting. But if you look for that in Politico, you will find it. It's very easy to find. These people are fucking monsters. And it is just constant. Just all these different, like, messages and all this shit, like, to members. Like, all of this shit is horrifying. I'm ready to watch people burn now. Remember me saying about witches being executed again? That's what they did to us. That's what they did to us. And they strange fruited us as well. These people are inhuman. They're monsters. They're fucking monsters. And whenever I saw this and it came out, I was visceral. I was fucking visceral. Because every single one of these people in these group chats, every single fucking one of these people in these group chats are fucking monsters. A trove of Telegram chats obtained by Politico and spanning more than seven months of messages. The chat offers an unfiltered look at how the new generation of GOP activists talk when they think no one is listening. Hold on, wait a second. I'm not even gonna, hold on. I need to make this as a little cue. The amount of times I've looked this thing up, because the amount of times I've used it. Oh, wait. Oh, you bastard. Okay, there we go. Hold on. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. The amount of times I've looked up this GIF, though, and downloaded it, it's like on my phone 70 times. Roughly. Like, insane. It's an insane amount. But, just saying. Because, if you don't have, like, I know whenever I was a kid, I was quite fucking crazy, but, like, I would never be like, yeah, let's bring back racism and the gas chamber and shit. I was like, let's overthrow the government and redo our constitution because it doesn't help everyone. Like, literally, as a kid, I was like, let's overthrow the government, redo the constitution, but let's allow, instead of white men to do it, like, let's only allow black people and brown people and indigenous people to like figure it out. Like that was my thing whenever I was a kid. And I was like, oh, I'm part of the LGBTQ. Can we add that last minute? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But that's crazy. It's craziness. Like you can't be like this as a human being. Because these people are looking at trying to change our government, change our legislation. For what? And I want these little shitbags to understand something very important. They're not a part of that 1%. They're not a part of that small amount of people that Jared Kushner or not Jared Kushner, fucking, oh my God. That balding bit, or that bald bitch that's married to Ivanka. Anyways, I said his name earlier. I really don't care. But, he's a part of that trope of like only having a certain amount of humans on the planet. And if these 14,000 motherfuckers that were in this text chat or in this group, if they think that they're a part of that, no, you don't make enough money. Mike Johnson isn't even a part of that group. Mike Johnson's going to get his head cut off in the third trial of the Trump executions, where Trump is like, off with his head, and Mike Johnson's going to be like, I didn't do anything, and he's going to be like, off with his head. Like, none of those motherfuckers are safe. Who do you think you are to think you're safe? You're going to be in the gulags with me, babes. You're going to be in the gulags with this gay, all right? So get the fuck out of here. Disgusting. Disgusting. So fucking angry. Yeah, I mean, literally, this is so crazy how... Shut the fuck up! There's a photo of Bobby! Oh, I'm so right! Guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey, let's look at. Oh, where's the thing? That's Bobby. Oh my God, bro! I'm sorry, you're closeted. Bro, you're closeted. What are you doing, bro? Hold on, I'll zoom in. Hold on. Bitch. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? That's Bobby Walker? Yeah, off with his head. Off with his head, fuck it. Just off with his head. What a... He's the one that was like... What'd he say? Grape is cool or something like that. What'd he say? What was it? I don't know, but, yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure that you don't walk well on your own by yourself because you take it up the ass, but either way, Bobby, roofies work on everybody, alright? He looks like an Oompa Loompa. He looks like an Oompa Loompa and Trump had a baby. That's what that looks like. Oh, wait. Trump is orange. Do you think that this guy uses face paint to make him white instead of being orange? Because I think that would probably be right. Also, can I just say how gay their logo looks? Oh, I have my phone on not silent. There we go. Fixed. That's the gayest logo. Can I? Come on. Come on. Look at that. Look at that beta male little elephant. Jesus Christ. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me find my edges again. Sorry, guys. I made this thing really, really big. Really big. to give you a close-up of someone that believes that rape is rad or some whatever the fuck he said. What a fucking dingus. What a fucking dingus. I can't. I thought this was a lesbian. I was like, why do they have a picture of a lesbian up here? And then it clicked as I read William Hendricks, and I was like, that looks like that looks more like a lesbian to me if I've ever seen one. Got bigger tits than I could ever put on my body. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. Let's make fuck it. Let's make fun of these motherfuckers. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Like, all these fucking people. I can't. These dudes look so flaming. No, go away, promo. Do not. Absolutely not. Hold on, we'll just go over here. Fuck it. From a cell phone user, thank you. Exactly. Thank you, cell phone user. Why are you doing this? Don't go to McDonald's, fuck them. That was a jump. What's up? It doesn't want me to read this anymore. It's mad at me. Anyways, he also kind of looked a little... Yep, caught a whiff of that. Anyways, Jesus fucking Christ. What loser assholes. What fucking loser assholes. The male loneliness epidemic. No, it's because if a girl looks at you, she thinks that you're a woman and a lesbian. And she's not gay. Bro, that's why. Anyways, here was a thing that I wanted to talk about. Houston police turned in a teen with autism to immigration officials, and now he needs appendix surgery. I cannot even stress this enough. This is insane. Hello, neckbeard. Exactly. That one dude did have a neckbeard. You're right. So ICE agents got this kid with autism. The parents, contacted the police to report him missing on October 4th after wandering off from the corner of Clay and Hampstead Road in northwestern Austin, where he was selling fruit with his mother. Because of how badly they beat him in custody and how badly they hurt him in custody, this child now has to get his appendix removed. Because they burst his fucking appendix. They burst his appendix. I can't even tell you the amount of trauma a human being has to suffer in order for their fucking appendix to burst. Even if they have an underlying issue and their appendix will eventually burst at some point, the amount of violence this child had to suffer. He is 15 years old, but has the cognitive ability of a 5-year-old child. And they took this child into custody. How god-awful of a human being do you have to be to do that? And that's where I'm like, get rid of them. I don't care how. Get rid of them. Get them gone. Get them gone. Deprogram them. I don't know. Make them go to a fucking camp that deprograms them instead of sending LGBT to camps. You know what I mean? Insane. So, this poor child... Yeah, the officers encountered a person... stipulates that when officers encounter a person younger than 17, they are supposed to return the juvenile to the parents or family, school, or child protective services Officials with the police department didn't respond to a follow-up question when CPS was called. So, like, this mom thought her child was missing. Because when ICE detains a child, a minor, they are supposed to bring them to the parent. You're not supposed to deport children. This was never supposed to be deporting children. This was never supposed to be we shouldn't be deporting anybody, period. Except for white people. We didn't come here legally. Also, happy birthday, George Floyd. My God, why can't I talk? But happy birthday to George Floyd. We are remembering him today. For brutality. Murdered by brutality that police did. So, and same concept. This child could have died. This child could have died. If you're appendix burst in ICE custody, do you really think, after knowing that he had, like, after visibly seeing that this child has the mental capacity of a 5-year-old, do you really think that they would listen to him when he was crying? That he was in pain? If they're already doing this shit. That means that kid could have very well been killed in ICE custody. Because if his appendix burst and they just let him writhe in agony, that will kill you. That will kill you. An appendix getting taken out, no big deal. But an appendix bursting, that's a big fucking deal. And this poor child could have never seen his mother again. His mother would have to bury her fucking child because of ICE agents and their abuse. God, you can just see the fucking pain in her face. Jesus Christ. Thinks her kid's gone missing. I don't know what's worse. My God. And if you don't think that there's people picking up women, probably more than likely, like, I'm just spitting this out being like, I'm sure that this is happening. I'm sure that there's women being collected by ICE officers and being taken to God knows where and doing God knows what to them. But we got to get rid of them. You know, we just got to. Even, oh my God, even Marjorie Taylor Greene, of all people, is going, no, I'm out. She's walking away. What the fuck is this? Like, you know, again, no purple revolution for me, but like, congrats for waking up, I guess. I feel like I'm in a fucking Twilight episode. Watching Marjorie Taylor Greene and fucking Laura Loomer come out of the fucking woodwork and being like, we don't vibe with the Republican Party anymore. I'm like, this? Whatever. It wasn't everything before that, but okay, sure, whatever. Like, congratulations, but you're getting in the front row because I'm not going to take a fucking bullet for your asses. Oh, I don't trust her at all. That's why I'm saying, like, front row's for you, girl. Front row for you. Absolutely insane. And then, oh, my camera is almost dead. Holy shit. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I have one other thing. I'm gonna probably pop off a little early today just because, like, I'm exhausted. I don't know where Nugget is. Oh, he's right there. Hi, Nugget. But yeah, I'm gonna spend a little time with them. Not that. Here we go. So apparently we are going to be sending... We're gonna be sending, troops to Israel now. Oh. You're too fast. I worry that's too loud. I was wrong. Nope. Is it not playing? It's not playing for me, at least. So I'll just skip it. Anyways. Let's see. AI. That's fake as fuck. Anyways, that's beside the point. So the U.S. military is preparing options to deploy as many as 200 U.S. troops to Israel to support the stabilization of Gaza. Again, this makes me really worried because of the Trump-Gaza situation. Is that what we're doing? Is that what this is? Weird. So apparently, like, one official is saying that there will be none in Gaza, or they will not be in Gaza, no U.S. boots on the ground in Gaza. But we've already been in Gaza. We've been there. But now we're sending more. So an effort, let's see. Hey, Scott. So you're growing your hate channel. I know, right? I try to be mean sometimes, and then I'm just, like, not great at being mean. I don't come up with really good, like, jabs. I'm not one of those people. I really wish I could jab, but I didn't get that genetic in my family. Some of my cousins did, for sure, but definitely not me. I try. So yeah, I just don't, this makes me really concerned that we really are doing this Trump Gaza thing. And especially with what you said earlier, Teardrops, holy shit. If that, like, the fact that he's not going to have anywhere to go, especially if these Epstein files come out, I don't like it. I don't like it. I would love to be wrong. I would really, 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 really like to not be correct and to not see that specific thing happen. It's just it's so crazy. Who? Anyways, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we're seeing people do that. Like, I don't know. It just seems a little I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like it. Smells a little weird. As much as I hate JD, I'm curious if he would turn around if Trump were to go. I wonder that too, but I don't think so, because he also has a lot of he's quite crazy in his own right, so I don't expect that to be a thing. I really don't. I don't expect it to be a thing. I think that he'll be JD is a hey, we're hearing it for the horse's mouth. Look at that. There it is. I mean, there you go. At least we know. So I guess maybe not. I don't know. But he's a piece of shit too. So I don't know. Wild horses. He previously called Trump Hitler before. Yeah, I know. I thought that too. I was like, yo, what is this? What is this? This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, I just realized their name. He's owned by Pierre. I'm just gonna let them. I'm just let them go off, because pop off, sis. Pop off, sis. Pop off, sis. So Jesus, we're. Oh my God. I just pop off, sis. I'm here for it. Like, let's just enjoy that. Like, okay. Pop off, sis. I get you. All right. Okay. Anyways, like I said, I was only staying on for, like, basically until 6, maybe 6:30. Because I need to... Oh, here we go. Teardrops, you can go ahead. Do it. Do it. No, no. I'm just like, bro, you're getting. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That's what. Hold off for a second, teardrops. Hold on for a second. Like, I mean, no one should be pro-white. We're pieces of shit, honestly. But that's beside the point. Like, we're not good. We're trash. We can't even go out in the sun, bruh. We can't even go out in the sun, bruh. What's the point? What's the fucking point? Anyways, all to say, anyways, I need to get off here. I'm gonna spend some time with Bruce. Make sure that he's eating. I need to make sure that he's eating. I saw the word groiper and I was like, oh, fucking hell. Hell groiper? Alright, nope. And then he's like, he pretends to be pro-white. And I was like, what's the point of being pro-white, bro? We can't even go out in the sun. We can't even eat spicy. Like, most white people can't even eat spicy food. What are you talking about? My God. You, like... Anyway. I digress. But I need to get Bruce possibly some food. I'm going to try to get a little... Go out, baby, so you can have a better political views. I mean, you're right. You're right, Scott. How dare I? That's it. I need to go in the kitchen. Make my son a sandwich. By sandwich, I mean, tiki cat. He has his dry food, but I don't think he's really eating it. So I think that he's really having issues with his stomach right now. I think he's just not feeling well in general. But the vet said everything's fine as far as, like, his intestines. They feel good. The x-ray came back normal. So I'm going to go in the kitchen and make my son a sandwich. Jesus. Oh, my God. Killing myself. Oh, my God. All right. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I will be on tomorrow again. Wait. Tomorrow? Wait, what day is it? Today's Tuesday. Okay, so tomorrow will be the last day that Bruce has his tail. I'm really upset about it. But we're going to get through it. He's not going to he's not going to have cancer after this. We're getting it taken care of. Positive thoughts, positive thoughts, positive thoughts. And there we go. Anyways, tomorrow we'll post his tail on stream so we can be like, oh yeah, he might be picking up on my anxiety. I've been trying to hold it together, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm a crier. My cousin doesn't cry. She's not a psychopath, but she doesn't cry at all. Impossible to make her cry. I think that I cry for the both of us. Because my cousin was born right before me. So, it went Bill, Val, and myself. So I think I took her tears. Her ability to cry. So, but yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. We'll have Bruce on a little bit. And then, yeah, on Thursday and probably, like, Thursday, I definitely won't be on. I'll keep everybody posted as to Friday or whatnot. But, yeah, anyways, I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Have a wonderful day. Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump's neck, pussy. What? No, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. Ew. All right. Good night, guys. After that, you can like block me at this point. I wouldn't blame you at this point. Anyways, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.